That's a very
Getting
cool.
high and looking low for the food and fire. What I know we need to find, and I am keeping one eye on the sky and trying to trust that the sun he's working on is gonna rise from the
This is so sick, dude. The music's just getting better. Oh, cool, man. Oh, it's awesome. Hold on, I gotta back up. Back up. Wow.
food and fire. What I
It's
know.
such a jam. Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Flip. I'm a composer and a vocalist, and we're going to be taking a look at part 3 of Hadestown. Now, I haven't listened to Hadestown in a little bit. I've been working on my own project, Gilgamesh the Musical, releasing extremely soon. It might even be today. Who knows? But also taking a look at other projects like Epic the Musical and Hamilton we're finishing up, and there'll be more coming soon. So if you're interested in all the updates for our reactions, check a look at the Patreon. It is linked below. And with Hadestown, we haven't heard it in a while. I loved it last time. Very different musical. Not something I'm used to. Is sort of this southern jazz, New Orleans style of music. As someone mentioned in the comments, thank you for the comments, by the way. They really helped me a lot. That this was entirely made, this musical was sort of, I thought of as through composition with guitar. That's different. That's like very different. So I can hear that though. I can for sure hear that. And I'm not doing any research on my own. I have no clue what's about to happen. So let's get into it. I'm, by the way, a vocalist and a composer. I'm composing Gilgamesh the Musical. And that's just about me. I've been teaching for 10 years. Let's get into it. We've got Way Down, Hadestown, and I think 2 others, maybe 3 others. Hope this is loud enough. Got the train, that's for sure. So we have what's, I mean, this would be classified as like an ostinato, like a repeating pattern. Repeats, very train-like. It paints that train picture really well.
On the road to hell, there was a railroad track.
Oh, come on.
And a train coming up from way down below.
That was not 6 months.
Better go and get your suitcase packed. Guess
Love
it's
the rasp.
time to go. Guess it's time to go. Follow that dollar for a long way down. Far away from the poorhouse door. You either get to hell or to Hadestown. Ain't no difference anymore. Way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
Oh my gosh, I love this. This reminds me of like some of the old folk songs that we used to do when I would teach like elementary school. Like, old house, tear it down, who's gonna help me tear it down? And we've got this very like, it goes, B minor.
Hound dog howl and a whistle blow. Train come a rolling.
Love it. It's just like it.
Nobody knows where that
Oh,
old train
the
goes.
voice.
Those who go, they don't come back. They're going way down. Hadestown, way
This might be my
down
favorite
under the
music.
ground.
This is 100% my favorite song. We are just transitioning right to, what's the word for this? When they go into like the instrumental section of this, of jazz. Help me out in the comments. What's the word for when they all start playing the instruments and, you know, they're all playing the call and response sort of stuff. What was I going to say? This is my favorite song right now just because I love this vibe. You don't hear enough music do this vibe. Why not? It is the best. I love this. Like, rock and roll really thrived on this vibe, but it sort of went away after rock and roll. But this is, I love this, especially the singing, the quality of it, the rasp. Oh, I muted.
Clang. Nobody knows where that old train goes.
Love this.
Those who go,
No one sings
they
in
don't
natural
come back.
minor
They're
anymore.
going way down.
Well.
Hadestown, way down under the ground.
So sick. Ooh. Yeah. So they said that there's no like time frame for this. I'm sorry, I'm pausing so much. I'm gonna stop pausing as much. But they said there's no time frame for this. But it really does seem like it's almost like an industrial sort of like 1890s, maybe 1900s sort of vibe. I don't know. The music style is why I'm saying that. I know it's not set in a time thanks to the lyrics. The lyrics say that. But the music of this really does feel like it's set in a time.
Winter's night and summer's o'er. Hear that high lonesome sound of my husband coming for to bring me
Great
home
animatics, by the way.
to
Great drawing.
Hadestown. Way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
Yeah, I miss this type of music.
Down there it's a bunch of stiffs. Brother, I'll be bored to death. Gonna have to import some stuff just to entertain
Love the trombone.
myself. Give me morphine in a tin. Give me a crate of the fruit of the vine.
Like Red
Takes
Dead
a lot of
Redemption.
medicine to
Anyone
make
see it?
through the winter time. Way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
That's the refrain.
Everybody dresses in clothes so fine. Everybody's pockets
That's
are
good.
weighted down. Everybody's sipping ambrosia wine. A gold mine in Hadestown, way down. Hadestown,
Here, take this.
way down under the ground.
Everybody hungry, everybody tired, everybody slaved by the sweat of his brow. The wage is nothing and the work is hard. It's a graveyard in Hadestown.
Way down,
Yeah.
Hadestown, way down under the ground.
I just love the call and response element to this. It's just so fun. It's just everyone can sing along, even if you don't know the words when you first listen to this. I mean, I already know, way down Hadestown, way down under the ground. Bam! You know, you can sing along to it. It's going to do this for the rest of the song. It's fun.
Every little penny in the
It's so
wishing
singable.
well, every little nickel on the drum. On the drum. All them shiny little heads and tails. Where do you think they come from? They come from way down.
Hadestown, way down under the ground. See, it's fun. You can do it at home. And in this part, I forget what this is called. It's a name for this in jazz. So where are they going? All right, all right. The last song we heard was Very Happy.
Mr. Hades is a mean old
With a
boss.
silver whistle and a golden scale. And he weighs the cost. And your soul for sales.
Okay.
To the king on the chromium throne. To the bottom of a sing sail.
We'll squeeze
So
and
why are
we
they doing
will
this?
roll.
You better forget about your wishing well. Way down.
Well,
Hadestown,
yeah.
way down under the ground.
Ooh, accordion. Tell me this doesn't paint the 1900s, early 1900s, with an accordion too. When's the last time you heard accordion? That was like a time.
Now on the road to hell there was a railroad car.
Ooh.
And the car door opened and a man stepped out. Everybody looked and everybody saw it.
Dude,
was
why
the
is everyone
same
so
man
mad?
we've been singing about.
Everyone was so happy last song.
I missed you.
Oh my goodness, what a voice. Wow. The rasp.
Mr. Hades is a mighty king. Must be making some mighty big deals. Seems like he owns everything. Kinda makes you wonder how it feels.
Feel.
All aboard.
So Hades is a train. A lot of you yelled at me because Hades is not hell. I called it hell last time. You could see where I make that. Oopsies. So Hades is a train.
2, 1, 2, 3, ho!
He's the conductor. Under the ground. Alright, so she. See, I just love songs like that. That's a hit for me. I love that one. It's also something that you can teach very easily because it just has like an idea here and the idea there. You can do whatever you want to. And as long as you get back to the theme, everybody will like the song. I said, way down Hadestown, way down under the ground. Hey, you know, it's a fun song because you can really make it your own. That's what they're doing throughout the song. Anyway, so she is going to Hades. So in a way, she's kind of passing right to this Hades place. Okay, I don't want to say the wrong thing. You'll yell at me in the comments, which I enjoy, by the way, so keep doing it. But, yeah, so that's why she's all upsetty spaghetti, because she doesn't want to go to Hades. And everyone's really not happy about it either, it seems. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's true, and if you think I do, you've clearly not seen any of my content. Okay, moving on. We've got Gathering Storm. So I'm just going in order. According to the websites, internet, we've heard this theme before. So we're on the train? This is called a Phrygian half cadence, at least in concept. And it seems like it's going to be the main theme of the song so far. And I just will preface before we get into the song that it's an extremely common jazz progression, because I mean you might even recognize it. Where way down in Hadestown, oh, the cat came back the very next day. Oh, so it seems that's gonna be the theme of this entire song. It's repeating over and over again until right now.
With Persephone gone, the
Love when that
cold
happens.
came on.
He came too soon.
It's back.
He came for her too soon.
It's even in the bell
not
kit.
supposed to be like
Sorry,
this.
I missed the words.
He came for her too soon. It's
Aww.
not supposed to be like this.
Oh, I see. That's
till someone
Persephone.
brings the world
Came early.
back
Thank you
to
for the
see.
follow, Carl. You're interrupting, but thank you.
This is how it is.
I see. That's Persephone.
Orpheus had a gift to give.
Hey, where you going?
So yeah, that theme
Touched
is.
by the gods is what he was.
I have to finish the song.
Finish it quick.
He's hilarious. I don't know. I just feel like he has like a 2-track mind. It's like, I love you, fall in love with me, you know, that sort of mind. And then I have to finish the song. And that's like the two ideas that he always has in these songs so far. But yeah, just to really paint the picture of I do understand what's going on. I know all of you have already written in the comments what's going on to just roast me. Check the comments right now. You'll see them. The comments that probably are going to explain exactly this. So Persephone, obviously, in the mythos, does not like Hades, especially when they first meet. I think they develop a love over time, but I'm pretty sure they didn't like. I mean, taken by force, Persephone was, and in this show too, Persephone has to go back down to Hades, splitting time, but she has to go a little early this time, which means early. You know, the groundhog, saw its shadow, or didn't see its shadow. So they're upsetty spaghetti about this, and now he feels sort of guilty that he needs to finish the song so he can help spring or the flowers bloom. How did I do?
Gods is what he was.
I have to finish the song.
Finish it quick.
Jeez.
The wind is changing. There's a storm coming on.
Uh-huh.
Wind comes up.
Yep. Heard this theme
We need
before.
food.
Wind comes up.
We need firewood.
Man, that's a lot of pressure.
Did you hear me, Orpheus?
I think he heard you.
Orpheus.
A lot of vibrato.
Okay, finish it.
Jeez.
Under a gathering
The
storm.
pressure. Chill. He's working on it. See, it's funny because this is the next one. Perfect. For me, I'm working on my music right now. So, finish the song, Flip. Finish the song. Okay, jeez. All right, I will. Pressure's on.
King
Man.
of silver.
Luckily, no one's behind me going like, we're going to freeze to death, and I'm hungry. Although my cat is sitting right next to me and is probably up. He's thinking at least the second thing.
King of silver.
This is
King of
Epic 2. This is
gold.
different. We've heard this before, too.
And
Beautiful for-
everything glittering
Beautiful vibrato.
under the ground. Hades is king
Falsetto.
of oil and coal,
Interesting,
and
yeah.
the riches that flow where those rivers are found.
Jeez.
But for half of the year with Persephone gone,
loneliness moves in him crude and black.
Ooh, the bass there.
He thinks of his wife in the arms of the sun, and jealousy fuels him and feeds him and fills him with doubt that she'll never come, dread that she'll never come, doubt that his lover will
Great
never come
animatic.
back.
It's so simple, and when he paints this picture, it actually really romanticizes Hades, because a lot of like movies and art and literature really cast Hades to be just always the bad guy. But you can kind of see his point a little bit. Like, for half of a year, he doesn't see his wife. And, you know, obviously it didn't start in great circumstances. But, you know, that's kind of sad for him, because he thinks he's not going to come back if he doesn't have her come back, you know. It's a little bit sad.
King of mortar, king of bricks.
Ooh.
The river Styx is a river of stones.
Sticks.
Hades lays them high and thick,
Ooh, the
with a
drums.
million hands that are not his own.
We're in a 6-8.
With a million hands,
6.
he builds a wall
4, 5, 6.
around all the riches he digs from the earth. The pickaxe flashes, the hammer falls.
My God, he's singing so
Crashing
much.
and pounding, his rivers surround him and drown out the sound of the song he once heard. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh!
La 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 la.
Did I hear beatboxing? This is so interesting. Oh! What a transition. It's taking that beat. So we went from a 6-8 right into what is 1, 2. It's a 2-4, 1, or cut time. I don't know, it could be either, but so 1, 2, 1, 2, or it could be a 4-4. It doesn't matter. But long story short, we went from compound time to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Right? They just switched time signatures to this new song. What a great transition. I'll back up so you can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1. While he's still doing the compound singing, 1 and 2 and 1, and seamless transition. Very cool. And now you're bopping too to the probably to the 2-4, maybe 4.
Oh, keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head hooked. Oh, you gotta keep your head low.
I like this.
Keep your head low.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta keep
So
your head
singable.
low.
Yeah.
If you wanna keep your head hooked. Oh, you gotta keep your head.
In the coldest time of year, why
Ooh. Is this La ti do re mi fi? Is this Dorian? This is Dorian.
is it so
You know what that
hot
is?
down here?
Props.
Hotter than a crucible. It ain't right and it ain't natural.
Ow! Yes!
Lover, I was lonesome, so I built a foundry in the ground beneath your feet.
So I gotta focus.
Here I
The music's so
fashioned
cool.
Things of steel, oil drums and automobiles. Then I kept that furnace fed with the fossils of the dead. Lover, when you feel that fire, think of it as my desire. Think of it as my desire for you.
Wow. So cool. Stop. Oh my God. We just went right through to a new key. Anyway, that was awesome. Man, this composer is awesome. That was extremely clever. Very weird. I mean, like, try to sing that back. Try to sing that part back. I mean, everything so far in this musical has been very singable and sort of actually just vibes. But that, what we just heard, that's a musically challenging idea that was just presented to us. So you can tell this composer has a lot of depth, which usually means when something like that's introduced, it has a lot of sort of other value. So usually story-driven value. So I think that probably is the song coming into, he's working on the song. That's what I think that sort of interesting la 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 transitions all through different things is supposed to represent. It's supposed to represent he's working on the song and it's building, it's growing, it's more than just one idea now. That's what I think. You gotta explain why for things.
Is it finished?
Yep, it is. So cool.
Not yet.
And she's impatient.
Is he always like this?
That's a very
Getting
cool.
high and looking low for the food and fire. What I know we need to find, and I am keeping one eye on the sky and trying to trust that the song he's working on is gonna rise from the wind.
This is so sick, dude. The music's just getting better. Oh, cool, man. Oh, it's awesome. Hold on, I gotta back up. Back up. Wow.
Food and fire. What I
It's
know
such a jam.
we need to find, and I am keeping one
what a great
eye
voice.
on the sky and trying to trust that the song he's working on is gonna shout to rise from the wind to the wind.
What a transition.
In the darkest time of year, why is it so bright down here? Brighter than a carnival. It ain't right and it ain't natural.
Lover, you was gone so long. Lover, I was lonesome. So I laid a power grid in the ground on which you stood. And wasn't it electrifying when I made the neon shine? Silver screen, cathode
Camera!
ray.
My
Wasn't
vibes.
it electrifying when I made the neon shine? Silver screen, cathode ray, brighter than the light of day. Lover, when you see that glare, think of it as my despair. Think of it as my despair for you.
They can't find the
So it's a funny thing to say. When you see that shining ray, think of it as despair. Because he's the underworld person, so obviously the sun is his, like, counterpart, I guess. So that's an interesting way. So now if I look up at the sun, I will see despair in Hades' eyes.
tune.
Orpheus.
They can't feel the rhythm.
Orpheus.
I've been here.
Hades is deafened by a river of stone.
Poor boy working on a song.
And Lady Persephone's blinded by a river of wine. Living in an oblivion.
He did not see the storm coming
As
on.
black gold flows.
I'm gonna stop. Orpheus reminds me of Michael Jackson. And weird claim. Let me explain. It almost seems like his sole purpose, if you listen to Michael Jackson interviews, he does everything for the performance. And Orpheus isn't just trying to make a song. He's trying to make a song that's touching everyone's heart, including Hades, including Persephone's, including the world. And he's just a quirky guy, and he's just very on track. His track is, I need to finish this song, but I need to make sure it touches everyone's heart. Michael Jackson, I feel like was the same when it came to sort of music making, his performance. He would always like, I'm going to do these weird dance moves. I'm going to do this weird thing vocally. I'm going to do this thing that's weird to make the performance better, right? That's why his dance moves are totally new for its time. His Super Bowl performance was crazy. This reminds me of like young Michael Jackson making a name for himself musically. I don't know why I have that feeling. Maybe there's an interview where he talks about his influences for writing Orpheus, but to me, this reminds me of a Michael Jackson on the come up.
In the world down below. Enter dark clouds roll.
Tell me what you think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you have a different opinion.
That is the reason we're on this road.
And the high timbre in the voice
And
too.
the seasons are wrong. And the wind is so strong. That's why times are so hard. It's because of the gods.
Oh,
The gods have forgotten the song of their love. Singing la 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 la. Keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head low.
the fact this is like we're 6 minutes in. This is sick.
Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head low.
Looking low and looking high.
There is no food left to find. It's hard enough to
No.
feed yourself.
Let alone somebody else. I'm trying to believe.
She's got such a
that
good
the song
voice.
he's working on is gonna harbor me from the wind, the wind, the wind.
Eurydice was a hungry young girl.
Give that back.
She was no stranger to the wind.
It's everything we have.
What is the wind? Maybe I missed this, but can someone explain maybe what the wind's context is? And if I'm not supposed to know yet, then don't answer that. But I'm just curious to what is the wind signifying here? Maybe it'll tell me right now. But I'm just confused why this wind has been brought up here
She
so
was
much
no
as like
stranger to
a
the
force
wind.
to
It's
fight.
everything we have.
But she had not seen nothing.
Oh, the eyes.
Like the mighty storm she got caught in.
The narrator helps us show a ton.
Only took a minute.
What about?
But the wrath of the gods was in
Every
it.
year it's getting worse. Hadestown, hell on earth. Did you think I'd
Oh,
get
these chords.
impressed with this neon necropolis? Lover, what have you become?
Sad.
Coal cars and oil drums, warehouse walls and factory floors. I don't know you anymore.
Hit him with it.
And in the meantime, up above, the harvest dies and people starve. Oceans rise and overflow. It ain't right and it ain't natural.
Natural. Love that lick for her.
I'd do it for the love of you. If you don't even want my love, I'll give it to someone who does. Someone grateful for a thing.
It's not what you said before.
Someone who appreciates the comforts of a gilded cage and doesn't try to fly away the moment Mother Nature calls. Someone who could love these walls that hold her close and
This
keep
is
her
messed
safe
up.
and think of them as my embrace.
I love how it keeps coming back to this. Oh!
Think of them as my help. Think of them as my embrace of you.
Is this the end of Act 1? I don't know because there's no curtain that falls. But that seems like an ending for Act 1, if I ever heard one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think so. Long story short, that was stinking awesome. That was awesome. That's like one of the best pieces of music I've heard in a long time. Oh my goodness. The amount of layering that it just did. And it's so, like, over this, it went boom, 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 boom. The whole song pretty much. And it just kept playing la, 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 la. And then, na, 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 na. And then it even had the, had the da, sol, the fa, the Phrygian half cadence again. It had just all these layers, just layering and layering. It's like an onion. It was like Shrek. That was awesome. What a great song. That just got me all hyped up. Wow, I'm all hyped up right now, and I gotta do a vocal lesson in like an hour. I'm like all jazzed up right now. I was so sick. I haven't heard music like that in a long time. It really that one's awesome. That's an awesome song. Yep, that just became my favorite song. I don't even know what song it is because technically isn't it like 3 different songs in one? There, you'll have to let me know. But thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be the video. If you like my content, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Also, hit the sub button if you're not already subscribed on YouTube because it helps me a ton. We're almost at 3,000. It would be nice. Thank you all so much. I appreciate your time, appreciate your viewership, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Until next time. Later. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.
The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy T, flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the right. That's a flip, man. The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy T, flippinator. You got the flip on the left,